Hi, my name is Mackenzie Belisle, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about ocean conservation. What is ocean conservation? What can we do about preserving our oceans and really getting at the root cause of all the problems? First, we can start out with what is in our oceans? What is making our oceans decay at such a rapid rate? Why are we having no coral reefs, no fish, not enough supply in the ocean? And that's because of trash, of waste. Things like this get into our ocean, like straws, cotton balls, grocery bags. All of these things a lot of ocean eco organizations tell you about, but what they aren't telling you about is the effects of overpollution, overfishing, the serious harm it is having on our oceans. For example, Taiji is a little island based in Japan, and after watching a Netflix documentary called Seaspiracy, I learned that for about every bluefin tuna, 12 dolphins are killed for in the process, which is a lot that you were killing off for one tuna. And they put the blame on these animals for eating their money, basically. Bluefin tuna is a very expensive fish, and when dolphins need to eat, that is some of their source of food. There has been a very big shortage of bluefin tuna simply because of overfishing, and they are blaming the dolphin population for the amount that they've lost. Another example is bycatch. I never knew what bycatch was. I didn't fully understand what it was, so I had to do some more research. Bycatch is when you're doing mass fishing. So if you're catching small little sardines, you would take a big net and you would kind of scoop it along with you on your boat, and you pick up all sorts of fish, all sorts of ocean life. And it's even worse when big fishing companies use nets that lay at the bottom of the floor, and they graze the bottom of the floor, getting rid of everything at that surface, any food supplied to microorganisms, any coral reef patterns that may be down there. All of it is wiped out. But because of bycatch, a lot of our shark population, dolphin population, and other rare fish populations have gone down because they are not necessities. They are not something that any person really needs. They have no nutritional value, no actual money value, so they're just slaughtered. Dolphins, sharks, all these other types of fish are killed over a small little tuna that you buy in a can. A big problem that I stumbled across were organizations. How organizations are ran. And eco organizations, when you go on their pages, they show you a bunch of plastics. All of this is so bad for the ocean. It takes up so much waste. And then you don't really see anything about fishing, because a lot of eco-friendly organizations are backed by certain fishing companies, like the Tuna Safe label, or the Dolphin Safe label, The Dolphin Safe label is a label that they put on tuna or any other type of product and say it's dolphin safe. It means no dolphins have been harmed in the process of finding this. However, thank you to Seaspiracy for shining light on the immense problem that there is within certain organizations like these. Earth Island Institute is an organization that also runs the Dolphin Safe label. A Dolphin Safe label representative had to explain that sometimes their tuna is not dolphin safe, or a guarantee at least, which to me is a huge problem, because if I'm looking out to get some fish and I see a dolphin safe label, I'm going to assume that that is a dolphin safe product. There has been no dolphins killed, and I can eat that because I feel more or less like I'm producing to the problem. Although I am eating fish no matter what, I am producing to the problem. I'm not producing that big of a problem if it is dolphin safe. But now that's not a guarantee. No one can actually guarantee that. And that is a big issue. If you can't guarantee your tuna is dolphin safe, then why are you putting guaranteed safe labels? Which is bizarre because when you look at it, you do have observers, you do have people that do look and watch these fishermen fish. But you can be bribed, killed, thrown off board, all of these things because they don't want you to know what's really going on. Which is by far the least most interesting thing I've heard. You don't want the public to know just how damaging your company is to ocean life, which brings out an extremely good point of mine where fishing nets are such a huge problem. They can wrap around the earth 500 times. 500 times. They can wrap around the earth. That's how many nets are thrown out into our oceans. Not just basic ocean fishing gear you see on boats. This is actually in the ocean. That's how much waste of line we use when fishing. Now, the extreme dangers of ropes, any sort of material that can entrap an animal, should not be easily discarded out into the ocean, but it is. It is so often. And this is the problem. Our oceans are so unregulated that we have no rules. We do have rules, but no one is actually observing these rules take place. No one is really sitting down and being like, wow, maybe bycatch methods isn't a good way of retrieving stuff because look at all of this waste and all of these fish we're killing. I believe that there should be more observers out in the ocean, and by that within separate boats, so that way they are more safe and secure when working around these types of commercial line fishings, and would make it even safer if all of these fishermen had gotten background checks. You have to make sure you're staying within your bounds, and if you're not staying within your water bounds, which are little grids that are in the ocean that are run based off of stations that can pinpoint to certain parts in the ocean, so that way people can always communicate. We need to have more communication within our oceans, more observers, more people that can watch out in the sky to really see what's going on, so that way we aren't having overfishing, we're not having illegal fishing, and we're not producing illegal fishing, as in we are legally fishing for fish, but illegally killing other fish in the process, solely to achieve one type of fish. So, I believe we do need to understand how to conserve our oceans. And in order to conserve our oceans is yes, recycle, yes. Make sure you cut down on any sorts of plastics, or make sure you're changing your stuff to biodegradable things that are solar powered or LED, but most importantly, stop eating fish. Or stop contributing to the fish market, because all this is doing is adding more and more damage to our ocean ecosystems. By allowing fishing to continue, we are also allowing 12 dolphins for one fish to be slaughtered. That's a lot. And it needs to stop. There have been so many countries that have been caught illegally doing all of this, and everything is slowly coming to light. But at some point, we need to draw the line and figure out where it ends. And there are more humane ways of fishing. There are safer ways to fishing, and still create the same amount of product. We just have to revolutionize and rethink how fishing works and what can we do to make it a more holistic an easier approach. Thank you.